Welcome back, guys. This is our second solo episode of This Dude Started Something. Today we'll be covering Cologne, coffee, and Star Wars. We got our Stormtrooper helmets today, and a special guest from France to talk about Cologne. He's been he's been our good friend for a while. He's helped us in our Cologne journey, trying to perfect the right cologne to wear day to day. So hopefully he has some good insight for you guys and some good tips for everyone out there.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've texted this guy that you guys are about to hear from. What cologne do I get? I'm in the market for a new cologne. I go right to him, and he's helped me out. I got my favorite cologne on today actually, and yeah, I'm ready to talk about it. I think it needs to be talked about, especially in the workplace. So
Absolutely.
yeah, the main question I have, and this is number one on my questions about cologne is: are you reapplying your cologne throughout the day? Or like, do you keep it with you, or are you going to just do one spray in the morning and just let it like drain out throughout the day?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we can have him answer that for sure, but my take is it depends how long your day is, right?
That's true.
So like I think if you get home around dinner time, I think that's fine. I think one spray from like morning to dinner, if it's a solid brand, a good cologne that can stay on for a while. But, if you go out again that night, you definitely got to reapply. I think there's no question there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. It also depends where you're at. I mean, sometimes yeah, there's some days I don't even really bother with the cologne. I don't want to waste it if I'm not doing anything cool. If I'm just going to the grocery store. Like,
I
I'm
don't
not
know
trying to
though
impress the
because yeah.
mangoes or something. I don't really care.
No, like that's true, but at the same time, like last night I went out at like maybe that was 2 nights ago. I went out at like 2 a.m. to go
Oh,
get a
oh,
pizza. Yeah, I
yeah.
went to go get a pizza at 2 a.m.
Two.
With my roommate
Oh, okay.
and I actually reapplied
You reapplied.
because
You get a pizza.
I reapplied at 2 a.m. because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen tonight. Anything can happen. Like,
Yeah,
what if I meet like Elon Musk in the pizza place and like he's gonna
that's
offer me a
true.
job, but I smell bad?
Well, then you're cooked. Yeah, it's not going to happen
I'm
no
done.
matter the job.
I'm
Yeah,
done. My life. I mean, I would have missed a crazy opportunity. So
yeah,
if you have the chance, I just say reapply for sure.
yeah. And that's if you're even pro cologne, because I mean, I know people that probably don't even really care to put cologne on. It doesn't mean they smell bad. It's just they don't have that scent. And we do need to talk about this because, like, yeah, okay, you're in the workplace. There's what's a good scent to you and what's a good scent to your boss.
Yeah,
It's a really difficult situation, and it's just like, okay, some people are probably like, I'm not going to wear anything. I don't want to risk my chances, at this person might not like it. They're gonna demote me.
that's true. Yeah, you got to be careful with that pick. I think that's a really good question. We should write that one down for our expert coming on.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he said. I mean, obviously he's a cologne guy. He's probably got 500 colognes, so he's gonna probably be
Yeah,
pro. But it's like
yeah,
I do want to get his thoughts on that in the professional setting. Um,
yeah. I mean, personally, I've never smelled like a bad cologne on someone, like
okay,
on someone in the
yeah,
store. Absolutely,
yeah,
I've smelled some nasty ones, but I have
yeah,
smelled bad perfumes in person
mm,
on girls, and
yeah.
it's just like not a
Mm,
fan.
it's not. Yeah, you start running.
So I kind of wish we could have a girl on here too to like talk about their perspective because I don't
Yeah,
know. Some I feel like guys honestly care more about their cologne picks than girls' perfume picks sometimes. I don't know.
I could see that. Yeah, maybe one day we could get a girl on here. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know how we're gonna do that, but we could try. Um,
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
it'd be hard, but if we
Yeah.
figure out how to talk to girls, we could do it.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, I think sometimes they put the bad scented colognes on there just to make the cologne that you pick out smell better. That makes you feel better about your cologne.
You know what? That's probably right. That's actually a
Yeah,
really good take. And like
yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever talked about that. Like maybe those are just there to make you think the other ones are just much better than they are.
Hmm. Yeah,
You
no, that's
know?
facts. Yeah, I've been back and forth. I just got new cologne. I got one from Sephora. They do this little gift package thing. You get a bunch of scents and you can pick out
Yep.
like your favorite one at the end. Really good deal if you want cologne. You go check it out. But I've been back and forth. Like I've stopped spraying it on my skin because I'm nervous that the perfume, the chemicals in it are bad for you. Because
What are
I
you
just
spraying on?
I spray it on my clothes,
Mm.
and I think
Are there chemicals in it? I thought it was mostly natural, or like pretty much
no
100% natural.
anything with like parfum is what they call it. Anything with that in it, I think it's even like scented candles, dude. Like those are
Mm.
they're figuring out those are very bad for you to breathe.
Interesting.
So
Although not everyone's a parfum.
no, yeah, not all of them, no, but some of them. There's definitely like, and that's something we could talk to Coltino about. But
Yeah.
just something to think about too is like the health side of things too. I mean, don't do it just to impress people. But yeah, I started spraying it just on my clothes so I can avoid skin to skin contact or skin to.
Yeah, I definitely used to do that. Like whenever I was like little, because dude, I started rocking cologne at like 13,
Yeah,
probably.
you did. You were a youngin' for sure. I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember I smelled this
I
first
was
cologne I ever
early to
smelled
the
was on
game.
you.
Thanks, bro. That's crazy.
No, seriously, I was like, dude, what is his skin? Was he
Yeah,
just born like that? It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. But
yeah,
yeah,
dude. But I had like the ones that I sprayed on my clothes,
mm,
because I was so scared to put it on skin.
mm.
Um, but now it's just daily routine. I just,
Spray it in your
you know,
mouth. Yeah.
pretty much, dude.
So when
That's
you
actually a good
breathe,
idea, though. Should
that's a good
we?
idea.
I mean, I think they already have that, but we could probably perfect it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
um
that would be insane, like a breath mint, but not mint flavored. Um,
right.
yeah, because they
So,
don't have gum. They, like all gums are mint or like cinnamon. That's it.
although mint is nice, mint is nice.
It's nice, but imagine you breathed out "Born in Roma" or like
Mm,
you
smells,
breathed out 1,000,000.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It'd be pretty cool. Let's get Coltino's take on things. If let's see if he's
Wait, well, first, let's talk about our go-tos. My daily go-to
mhm.
is Paco Rabanne 1 million,
Oh yeah,
or Versace Eros, or Saint Laurent.
okay.
What about you? Yours is Born in Roma right now.
Right now, that's what I wear when I'm going out somewhere nice, like somewhere nice to eat. I have different cologne for different occasions, but
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I have samplers of 1 million and Versace that you were talking about that like I'll use for special occasions just because I don't have as much of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the day-to-day one right now has been actually Mont Blanc Legend.
Ooh. Okay.
My girlfriend's dad got that for me. Um,
Shout out to him.
Shout out Bob, bro. Yeah, so that's been awesome. Just to have a daily one, and then I got the special occasions one. But dude,
Yeah,
yeah, 1 million. I was close to getting that one, but
it's awesome.
yeah,
I got that one on right now. I put that on before the pod.
oh yeah, it just gets you in the right mindset. Just smelling good makes you feel good, and it
Yeah,
makes you do better. So,
gives you that confidence for sure. Yeah, let's get Coltino on here.
all right, I'm gonna dial him up. He might be kind of hard to understand because he's got a heavy accent, but
What time is it there right now?
I don't even know. Yeah,
It's
I
uh,
think.
it's like middle of the night, or like late. I
Well, he
don't
said
know.
he was hopping on, so let's hope he
Yeah.
gets on. If you want to ask a question, I'll just put you in the headphones here.
All right.
Hello?
Yo, Coltino, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up? Hey,
Long time no
we're on the
talk.
podcast right now, and we're just wanting your take on a couple things. We're talking about colognes.
Oh, yeah, all right. No, I could definitely do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, we have a couple questions, and they might be random, but we know you're the guy to talk to about this. Okay, the first question I have is, how many times? I want to ask you personally, how many times do you reapply your cologne every day?
That's a really good question. It mostly depends on the type of cologne, because different ones have, different longevity.
Hmm.
And if I just have a busy day, and I just want to, smell fresh all day, I'll usually reapply it once. But again, that depends on the type of cologne I'm wearing.
Yeah. That's pretty much what Oliver said as well.
Yeah.
Good answer. It depends on what you're doing throughout the day. If you got multiple events you're attending, yeah, I feel that.
Right.
I want to get your opinion. We were just talking about our favorite colognes right now. Do you have any hot ones right now that are new or maybe new to you? Do you like?
Yeah, I actually have a couple hot ones. I just recently got a Valentino Coral Fantasy. That one's pretty delicious. It's definitely, really good during the winter time, so I'm applying that one like crazy.
That's a good point. Seasons too can affect colognes. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That just takes the cake, really, if you will.
Oh yeah.
But no, yeah, I've also been getting back into Versace Eros. I feel like that it's pretty common, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I feel very high or strongly about Versace Eros.
Okay. Classico. This is classico.
Down in France,
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah. Sick, dude. One question I have, and I've dealt with this in my head for a while. How do you know what deodorant to pair with cologne? I mean, do you even wear deodorant in France? I don't even know.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, that's a must,
Yeah.
Actually, I guess that's a good question. I do like to think of it as like, imagine you have a really insane fit,
Mm-hmm.
but your shoes are just terrible. Like, that just makes your entire outfit terrible.
Yeah.
And so if you have an insane fit with insane shoes, but you smell bad, that makes it even worse. And nobody's going to want to be, around you. But if you have an insane fit, insane shoes, and you smell good too, that just,
That's a
that makes
trifecta.
the best in the room. But, no, yeah, pairing it with cologne with deodorant, I don't really feel like you can go wrong with any type of deodorant, no matter what cologne you're wearing. Because I feel like the cologne kind of overpowers the deodorant. And so it's not really, I guess, a huge thing to worry about,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. You'd have to be like running by somebody with your armpits up and like.
And who's doing that,
Nobody.
25.
Unless, yeah. I mean, unless you're doing like a jumping jacks or like a cartwheel or something,
Yeah, right. I'm actually I started wearing native deodorant. Aluminum free.
Natty.
The vanilla sandalwood. I feel like that's kind of, I guess, a calm scent, I guess, to pair with my deodorants, or cologne, sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of musky. I mean, you're right. They do have deodorants that are like musky or fresh or like fruity. I mean, for the fruity guys out there. But like, yeah, you could try to do a little pairing there. But I like what you said. Don't overthink it. Basically, is what you're saying.
Exactly. I'm actually a huge fan of, applying lotion and then the cologne. I feel like that's a game changer.
Lotion, where?
I don't think anywhere. I mean, just mostly where you apply your cologne, so like around the neck, around the wrists, on your arms, whatever.
Okay.
But I have a vanilla cashmere lotion, and that pairs very well with my Coral Fantasy.
Okay. So you're using both scents to make like a super scent, is what you're saying?
Exactly. It just overpowers.
Oh my god.
Any other scent,
Wow.
So, yeah, that's a couple things I've learned down in France.
Wow.
Yeah, what are your guys' takes on, I guess, pairing deodorant with cologne?
Oliver's got some. I'm gonna put you in my headphones so you can hear him here. All right.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
I think you have some great points so far, Coltino. I really appreciate you joining us today. I do have a question. Is there any situation where you shouldn't be wearing cologne? Any situation at all?
I I really don't think so. Because if you apply cologne at the start of the day, then you're just going to be smelling good all day. You know, there's really no situation where you should not apply cologne. Of course, unless the cologne that you're wearing is way too strong. And let's say you're going to the gym, you know, no one's going to be willing to smell that.
Wow.
Okay.
Other than that,
So,
I feel like there's no situation where you shouldn't wear cologne.
That's a bold statement, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow. Dang, dude. Okay. Oliver, you got any more questions?
I really think after he gets off the phone, we're going to continue to ponder the cologne with lotion idea, but I really appreciate you coming on here. I think we learned a lot.
Yeah, of course. If, you know, just call me again. I have a lot of tips I've learned down in France.
Thank you, Coltino, for joining us. We will get you back on the podcast.
Yeah, of course. I'd be happy. Just call me up anytime.
Awesome, man. Dude, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your insight and your wisdom, dude. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it there? 3 a.m.?
You know, it's actually 2 a.m., so...
oh, my
I'll
gosh.
head to bed soon. I'll apply for
Dang.
before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'll call it a night.
Dude, yeah. Dude, at least, 10 sprays before you go to bed, bro. But spray the sheets, too, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Stay safe out there, bro. Talk to you later.
See you, bro.
See you guys.
See you, man. Wow.
Dude.
Dang, you heard it here. Applying cologne all hours of the day. That is crazy.
There was so much wisdom in that one call.
I learned so much, dude. Applying lotion and cologne, I've never heard of that.
I think that hasn't made its way over here yet. Loki, we could be the first to start rocking that in America.
Yeah, maybe that's what makes our podcast blow up, is we're the guys that mix cologne with lotion. That's what everybody talks about.
Dang, it's a crazy take from him.
Dang.
Wow. And he said there's no situation. As long as you're wearing the right cologne, you can wear it wherever. That was his take. That's the expert's take right there. So
no ums, no buts, just straight up facts. That's yeah. Wow. All right. You have anything else you want to add to the cologne topic before we move on to coffee?
No, I think we're good to move on. I mean, he talked about Coral Fantasy. He said it's really hot right now. I suggest the viewers go check that one out, and maybe we will as well. But yeah, I'm ready to dive into coffee.
Yeah, I haven't even smelled Coral Fantasy. I want to, though. I have the Born in Rome one, but I should pair that with the Coral Fantasy maybe. Next cologne purchase.
Sounds good.
Cool, dude. All right. You got any questions? So, I wish we could get the questions of everybody else, like,
I know.
You know, during the podcast, but afterwards, if you guys have any questions about anything, just drop in the comments, and then maybe we'll talk about it. You know, maybe respond to some comments and stuff. But so we're gonna be talking about coffee. We're gonna be talking about the culture that has kind of I don't know if derived is the right word, or spawned from
spawn's
around
better,
around coffee. It's really formed around coffee, like work in the morning. You know, I gotta get my coffee first. It's
yeah. Oh, just like choked.
Excuse you.
Yeah, it's like, do we actually want coffee, or is it just like a part of us now? You know?
Yeah,
like,
is
it
like
just an addiction, or do we actually need it?
Huh.
Or is it just a trend? It could just be a social trend, because like sometimes after coffee, I don't even feel more awake. I'll get like a double shot macchiato, and like I don't even feel better. You know? It's like sometimes I feel like caffeine's like starting to just be like a scam at these places.
Well, maybe your tolerance is too high, and you need you
That
know
might
what I
be
mean?
it too. Yeah.
But I do think that it is a trend. I mean, look how many coffee shops. We should look up how many coffee shops have just.
Oh yeah.
You
It's
know,
one of the most competitive businesses in the U.S. for sure.
there's like a coffee shop every 2 miles or less. I mean, like there's one right across the street from another coffee shop next to another coffee shop. It's crazy.
Here, I got it right here. How many coffee shops in the U.S.? 40,000. Over 40,000. That is nuts. That is just nuts.
Dang, dude. Compared to like, what's like another? I mean, you could compare that to something else, and it's probably way more than it.
Hold up. I got a crazy stat for us here.
Okay.
Oh wow. Actually, that's not that crazy. So I guess there's one coffee shop in the U.S. for every 8,000 people.
I
So
mean,
whenever you put it like that, it sounds like we need more coffee shops. But then
mm,
again, if we take out the elderly and we take out children, it's probably sitting more like one for every 4,000 of actual eligible coffee drinkers. You know?
yeah, and I mean, 8,000 isn't really that big of a number when you're talking about a population of like, what is it, 350 million now?
Three.
I just looked this up on Google. This is a crazy stat. The average American spends around $1,100 per year on coffee.
Wow.
That's, I mean,
Wow.
think about what you could buy with that, bro.
And
That's
that's
pretty
per
crazy.
year.
That's per year.
Oh my
That's,
God.
and that's just on coffee. That's something like, there's some people that spend $0 on coffee a year, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like an unnecessary thing, but I guess some people enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy it. I definitely formed an addiction for a while that I'm kind of trying to cut off. But
All right, so yeah, I'm running a little math here, and
uh,
interest rate variance. Let's go at one. Dude, if you don't drink coffee for 10 years, in 10 years you'll have $22,000.
that's
That's kind of
crazy.
crazy.
That's almost like a savings account.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
I can change that to if right now we don't drink for 30 years, that becomes $215,000 in 30 years.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy, bro.
$215,000 if you just don't drink coffee for 30 years.
But well, here's the thing. That's also going out and buying coffee probably from a coffee shop. I mean, a cup of coffee is like $7 now.
Hmm.
So
But that's the average person. It said the average person.
true. Yeah.
So the people going out and spending the $7 on coffee, those people are probably in the $2,500 range per year.
Oh, shoot, that's true. Hmm.
Because realistically, if it's $7 a day times 365, that's exactly 25,555. So $2,555,
Dang. Okay.
which is
So that's
crazy
that. Yeah.
because yeah, so that's like people in big cities, New York,
Mm.
Atlanta, LA, they're the ones spending probably 2,500 a year. And then more small town people where the prices are like $5, $4. I don't even know if you can go below four anymore. I haven't really seen
No.
that.
Unless you want like a little shot of espresso, but that's it. You know.
Right.
Um. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm looking up at the effects of caffeine here, just because I don't know. I mean, I've heard that it's pretty hard to get off of. Wow, it says bone loss, bro. What does that even mean? How do you
Wow.
lose it just falls out? What are we talking about?
No, 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 it like deteriorates probably.
Okay, so it just gets a little weaker. Man. Okay, anxiety and mood disorders too, and these are the long term effects, the bad ones. Because the short term effects, it says increased alertness, wakefulness, obviously, which you were saying you didn't really feel that much. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I think maybe what I'm considering doing is making my own coffee at home and doing decaf. I think that's what I'm going to start doing, so I don't build a dependency on the caffeine. But for the workplace, some people need it in the morning. They're not morning people. It helps them out. You know what I mean? So, do you
Yeah.
think that it's worth it, or what do you think?
I think if it truly helps your day, it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's not that much money in the long run. Um, of like after a year, $1,000, but like pretty much every day you had coffee. That's not that bad.
Hmm.
Because maybe that coffee helped you stay at work another 2 hours and close another deal. Like maybe that coffee actually
Yeah.
earned you more money then you lost. But if
That's
it's not
actually
doing
true.
that, then I don't know if it's worth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also got to look at it like, okay, is this making you happier? Or is it, do you enjoy it fully? Like, is there any sort
Hmm.
of mindset of, oh, this is bad for me, or oh, I have an addiction? If there's any sort of that, then maybe think about it. But if it's just like, oh, I don't have a problem, I like to spend this money and it helps me out, then it's okay. I think it's fine. I think it'd be benefit.
Yeah.
Like you said, it can make you money.
Wow, dude. The National Coffee Association um, claims that daily coffee consumption is at a 20-year high, and it's up nearly 40%. So more people are drinking coffee now
Than ever.
than at any time in the last 20 years, I guess. But that's not that surprising. But up 40% is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Wonder why that is. Like, people feeling tired.
Yeah, you know what? I'm curious on which country consumes the most coffee. It's actually Finland. And these are per capita, right? Because otherwise, obviously, India and China would probably be on top, but per capita,
Mhm.
it's Finland. My God, the average Finland person drinks nearly 4 cups a day.
Oh my goodness,
I
bro.
guess I should say Finnish, not Finland person.
At that point, it's basically cocaine.
Yeah, no, that's a drug.
Once you get
Um,
up to 4 cups, you're entering a different state of mind.
dude, I think if you clear 2 cups, it's a problem. I mean, there's no way the people in Finland are working that hard. Not to put them down in any way, but I don't think that they necessarily need 4 cups a day. I do
Unless it's like
finish.
a culture thing where it's like they drink it at all times of day. Like, how it's kind of like a morning thing for us? There it
Yeah,
might be like morning, afternoon, and night. Like, it's just like a thing.
yeah. It says it's linked to their cold climate, long dark days, and historical factors of alcohol restrictions. So yeah, it says it's just a way of life there. They're big on warm, hot coffee, not like iced coffee like we see.
Yeah. Which
Um,
maybe I mean, do you think coffee's better than alcohol? Probably.
oh, it's so much better than alcohol. It is 1,000 billion times better than alcohol. Because
Hmm.
coffee's actually good for you in a sense.
Hmm.
And
The
yeah.
beans.
Also, like before I work out and stuff, I used to like look up like, oh, can I have coffee like before I work out? And it says it's like preferred. It says it like helps like here, let me see, like
Which is weird
should
because I
I
always thought
have
you were supposed to get the
coffee
um,
before a
heart rate up.
workout? Right, but it says drinking coffee before a workout can improve your performance, increase your energy, endurance, and strength, and help you burn more calories. Like that's just
That's crazy.
crazy.
That is crazy. But there is caffeine in like pre-workouts and stuff, like with creatine.
Right, right. All right, guys. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties recording the rest of the podcast, but we did get to talk about cologne with our expert Coltino. We got to talk about coffee, some of the effects of that, and a bit of the economics behind it. We didn't quite get to Star Wars, but we're gonna post some of those clips on Instagram. So head over there if you want to see that. At This Dude Started Something. We appreciate you guys joining us for this shorter solo episode, and we'll be back with a new guest next week.